The attorney for Blake Lively's It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni sounded defiant when he was asked about the possibility of a settlement during a recent podcast. On the latest episode of Matthew Baloney's podcast, The Town, the host sat down with Baldoni's lawyer Brian Friedman to discuss the dueling lawsuits his client and Lively, 37, have filed against each other and how they might finally be resolved. Although a settlement to the lawsuits would be a common resolution in similar situations, Friedman appeared to suggest that Baldoni, 41, was willing to take his lawsuit all the way to a final verdict. Lively previously filed a sexual harassment lawsuit in December against Baldoni, who also directed their hit romantic drama It Ends With Us. Baldoni later followed up by launching a $400 million defamation lawsuit against Lively, her publicist, and her husband, Ryan Reynolds. He also filed a $250 million libel lawsuit against the New York Times for its reporting on Lively's allegations. Both Lively and Baldoni have denied each other's claims, and the New York Times has denied Baldoni's accusations and requested that his lawsuit against the paper be dismissed. During the podcast, Baldoni broached the possibility that Baldoni might ending up offering a settlement in Lively's lawsuit against him. "I do not believe there will be a trial in this case," Baldoni opined via US Weekly. "I just think that the potential for the circus and the damage to both sides here will ultimately win out and you guys will settle." He then asked why the two sides would hypothetically drag out the lawsuit and the negative publicity that comes with it for bother parties any longer than was necessary. "What is the number?" he asked, referring to the amount Baldoni would be willing to settle for. "What would it require for this to go away?" But Friedman seemed to push away talk of a settlement by circuitously disagreeing with Baldoni's framing of the situation. "You keep referring to it as a circus, and I get it. You see a lot of cases, you see a lot of things, but the reality is this is not a circus when you go through an experience like this," he replied. "I've represented a lot of people in the worst moments of their career, the worst moments of their life. Justin has been destroyed by this," he claimed. Friedman characterized Lively's accusations against Baldoni as a really serious thing and said it was a necessity that they be interrogated in court. "And in this day and age, the only way that you can truly get back is to prove your innocence, and that's what we're actively working to do," he declared. "That may only be able to be done in a courtroom."